All right, so I got another salad rig running. I actually got a bunch of these cases, and I'm going to be casing all of my rigs up. I think I talked about that in a previous video. I'm going to be doing away with this shelf system and building something to house these desktops. But regardless, this video is to address some more questions and concerns that some people clarified for me and some stuff that I've figured out. So I'll add this to the salad AI playlist. So if you want that, link will be down below in the description. Just trying to, give as much information as possible because salad does not do that very well. So I had a lot of people that were reaching out to me with 3060 Ti's, 3070s, 2070s, and they weren't getting workload jobs. They said they disabled bandwidth and disabled mining, and it was just calculating. 8 gigabyte workload jobs are very, very low in demand. You're in a very long queue to get a job. It may take days, if not weeks, from what I was talking to a couple other people. And the issue is, if you're new coming online, your priority is lower because you're not a star chef or verified, as that's what they call it, a star chef. So your priority is so low, you probably won't get one anytime soon. That's why I used the 3060 12 gigs, because the higher VRAM, even though they have less CUDA cores and they're a weaker card, it gives you priority on bigger jobs. Now, the 16 gigs that it recommends, apparently that places you lower down in the priority as well. So if you put 32 gigs of system memory with a 12 gig 3060, you're going to hit jobs pretty much consistently from what I've seen so far. I've been hitting jobs every day, back to back with 32 gigs on these 3060s. Now, if you're going to step up to a bigger card and a 4060 Ti, a 3090, and when I say 4060 Ti, I'm talking about the 16 gigabyte variant, the 3090, 4090, 4080, anything with more 16 gigs or more of VRAM is going to net you, $4 and up. So the 3090s are, in the $450 to $550 range. 4090s are touching $7. But all this is subject to change, so take that into account. But as you go up past 12 gigabytes of VRAM, you need 64 gigabytes of system RAM because you're loading those bigger files. And that's pretty much it. So I had people asking me, if they upgrade their RAM on an 8 gigabyte system, are they more likely to get a job? And I honestly don't know. But I do know that I have 32 gigs of system memory on my office computer, and I put a 3070 in it, and it's been running all week, and it has not hit one job. It has sat there calculating all week, and it has generated a big goose egg. So I don't think it's worth running 8 gigabyte cards on Salad at all. If that's all you have, I'd probably move on to a different platform or flip that card into something else. Now, I had some other people ask me, is this long term? Is this going to last? Nobody knows. Nobody. I can't answer that for you. I have talked to a couple people in Salad. If you watch their State of Salad video or VOD from Twitch, they seem pretty positive. A little bit of joking around and stuff, but they seem positive about growth and that kind of thing. I am very cautious whenever it comes to investing into a new platform. So, only invest money you're prepared to lose or have to sell out of. So, for example, if you bought a bunch of rigs and stuff and you got to sell it out and get some of your money back, just know that that's a possibility. This platform could go to making $0 tomorrow. Nobody knows. And then, one of the other big things is people are asking about payouts. So they do pay out in gift cards, and they have other ways to get paid out. What I get paid out in, and what I've used 3 times already so far, is PayPal. If you PayPal out, the minimum is $5, but you get charged 99 cents. So it's $5.99 to get 5. As you pay, or as you do bigger payouts, your fees go less, and then it caps out at, for $100, it's going to be $10.50. So 10.5% is the cash out fee, so to speak. They don't have any bigger options. I asked if there was going to be bigger options, and they said all that is in the works. So who knows what that means? When, if, where, why, all that kind of stuff. But $100 is a good cash out point, at least for now, because I'm only hitting that, you know, every now and then. I think with my new setup, I'm getting close to like 15 bucks a day. So yeah, we'll get there slowly but surely. And I guess for today's tips and tricks on Salad, be very cautious about restarting your system constantly to try to get a workload to pop up. There are definitely times where you need to just let it calculate and let it run. Open up Task Manager and see if you have two Ethernet connections. One of them will say like V Ethernet WSL. Normally, if you have that one, that means there you have a connection to the container job, and it potentially could just be downloading the container. And once it's done downloading the container, it'll start working and then start giving you an estimated payout. Also, a friend of mine, shout out the Mining King, he was trying out a different setup, and he had bandwidth sharing enabled because he has fiber. But while he had bandwidth sharing enabled, it would not tell him how much he was making. It just said calculating, even though he was still generating money. He turned bandwidth sharing off, and then it went to showing him what he was actually making. So just take that into account as well. If you have any other questions, concerns, tips, tricks, or stuff you'd like to add, please comment down below in the description. Appreciate you guys. As we get further along and learn more, there's definitely going to be more of these videos. So yeah, and then the full software side guide should be out in the next day or two to get your Salad up and running optimally, so far from what I've found out. So look out for that. Anyway, guys, y'all have a good night. I'll see you on the next one. Adios. You want to see my cat? There he is. Goodbye.